Hello and welcome or welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to learn a very classic beginner friendly stitch called the checkerboard stitch. It's made up of basic knits and purls and it's a 16 row repeat. But don't be intimidated by how many repeats that are in the pattern. Again, it's just basic knits and purls. This stitch is going to be great for your baby blanket that you may be interested in making, or a scarf, or any type of project that you want to work flat. Some of the materials that you're going to need for today's tutorial are your yarn of choice. I'm using a 4-weight worsted weight yarn with a 5mm needle. So grab those two things, come on back, and you'll get to learn how to do the checkerboard stitch. So to start off, you'll need to cast on in multiples of 10. I use the long tail cast on, but you can use whichever cast on you feel comfortable with. And I have 20 stitches on my needle for this demonstration. So now that you've cast it on, you're going to begin on row 1, which is going to be on your right side of your work. And the repeat is as follows. You're going to knit 6, and then you're going to purl 1, knit 1 twice, and that's going to be your repeat. So to do that, going to have your yarn in the back to start off. And get that little tail out the way. So you're going to knit 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Bring your yarn to the front, and then it's telling you to purl 1, knit 1 twice. So you're going to purl 1 and then knit 1. Oops. Knit 1 and then purl 1 and then knit 1. Okay. And that's your repeat. So then you're going to start over again to the knit 6 at the beginning of your repeat. So I'll meet you at the end of the row to start row 2. Okay, so now you're at the end of row 1. You're going to turn your work. I'm a right-handed knitter, just to make that notation. So I'm going from right to left. So to begin row 2, you're going to do the repeat as follows. You're going to do knit 1, purl 1. You're going to do that 3 times. And then you're going to do purl 4. So that's going to be your repeat. So let's start that up again. So with yarn in the back, you're going to knit 1, yarn in the front, purl 1, yarn in the back, knit 1, purl 1, and then one more time, you're going to knit 1 and then purl 1. Okay, so you've done that part of the repeat. Then it's telling you to purl 4. So we're going to do that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Now you're going to set yourself up to start the repeat all over again. So just follow along with that pattern that we just did, and I'll meet you at the end of the row so we can start row 3. Okay, so you're ready to move on to row 3. So you're going to go from right to left, turn your work, and you're starting to see the pattern emerge a little bit. So now this is where it gets pretty easy for you, because rows 3 through 8, you're just going to repeat rows 1 and 2. And I'll provide that for you on the screen so you'll know how to go back and forth. So row 3 is going to be repeating row 1. Row 4 is going to be repeating row 2. Row 5, you're going to repeat row 1. Row 6, you're going to repeat row 2, row 7, row 1, and row 8, row 2. So it's going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth like that. So since we already did that, for the sake of time, I'm not going to go step by step over that, but that's how the pattern repeats itself. So it's pretty easy now from rows 3 through 8. So I will meet you at the end of row 8 so we can prepare ourselves for row 9. Okay, so now we are at the end of row 8. So we are ready to turn our work to begin row 9. So we're going to go from right to left. And just a side note, you see here how I have my little scrap piece of paper here. This just keeps me on track. It's not sticking, of course, but this is keeping me on track just so I know which row I'm at. So if that's something that helps you, just get you a little sticky and just do little tick marks so you will keep track of your rows. You can also get a row counter as well. Let me see. Unfortunately, I don't have mine handy, but a row counter is nice to have too. So now we're ready to begin row 9. This is what you should be looking like so far. At the end of row 8, getting into row 9 on the right side of your work, okay? So row 9 is as follows. The repeat is you're going to knit 1, purl 1 twice, and then you're going to knit 6. So let's do that. All right. So with yarn in the back, we're going to knit 1, purl 1, one time, and then you need to do that another time to make that twice. So we're going to knit 1 and yarn in the front, purl 1, and then we're going to knit 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. So essentially what we're going to be doing is putting this row over here, this row over here, and the knits on the opposites of these to create that checkerboard effect. So that's essentially what you're doing. And you're going back and forth like a little dance. Okay. So I will meet you at the end of row 9, getting ready to go on to row 10. Okay, so you're at the end of row 9. So we're going to switch from right to left. We're going to turn our work. We should be on the wrong side of our work, getting ready to go into row 10. So row 10 is as follows. You're going to, the repeat is purl 4, and then you're going to purl 1, knit 1 3 times. So that's your repeat. So starting with the yarn in front, we're going to purl 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Keep that yarn in front because you're going to purl 1, knit 1 3 times. So purl 1, knit 1, that's 1 time, purl 1, knit 1, that's twice, and then your last one, you're going to do purl 1 and then knit 1. So that's your repeat. So continue doing that for as many stitches as you have on your needle, and I will meet you at the end of row 10, getting ready to go into row 11. Okay, so now you've turned your work and you are ready to begin the rest of the pattern. So rows 11 through 16 is just like how you did for rows 3 through 8. You're going to repeat rows 9 and 10 3 times. So with that I mean row 11 is going to be row 9, row 12 is going to be row 10, row 13 is row 9, 14 is row 10, 15 is row 9, and 16 is row 10. So since you know how to do rows 9 and 10, you're going to follow that pattern all the way to row 16, and I will meet you at the end so that we can see the finished product. Okay, so there you have it. You should be at the end of row 16, turned your work, and now ready to begin on your right side of your work, row 1, because this is a 16-row repeat. So this is the way that you should be looking. You should have that checkerboard pattern here, like so. And I just think that this would be a stunning pattern for a baby blanket or a scarf. Just get yourself some nice soft yarn and this would be a beautiful baby blanket. So if you like these kind of tutorials and you find them helpful for you, please consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you on the next video.